Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of the R Words Podcast, a podcast where we generally try to speak intellectually with a funny twist. We also play this game where each one of us has to generate a random word starting with the R. During the conversation, each one of us has implemented word 3 times without the other person noticing. The first person who actually do this will win the episode and get a point added to the tally. But there's a twist. Each one of us has a challenge flag, and during conversation, if you feel like you know the other person's word, you just throw your flag and check the word. If you're correct actually, you will the other person won't be able to win, and if you're not correct, the game just continues. No records.
Generational fumble on the throwing the flag.
To be fair, I don't. Yeah,
but he was like.
To be fair, I don't think I'll ever.
You say this every time.
True.
And then what happens is that you shrink it so that it makes it seem faster. I'm onto him. He's doing it all in post. I'm telling you.
No, because like the record is like a 21.6 or something, like 20.06.
Yeah, that's the Olympic world record.
Yeah, that's the Olympic world record. Also world record, also national record of the Netherlands.
Also universal. Yeah.
Universal record, European record, a personal best of mine.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Crazy.
This is actually a really interesting topic that I want to touch real quick, because... No, just kidding. For audio listeners, I just touched the computer or MacBook.
Audio listeners, he's a comedian.
Yeah. No, but sometimes it's funny, like when a person like at track and field, for instance, they do like a 100-meter sprint and they get the world record or Olympic record.
Okay.
Surely this is also their personal best, also the seasonal best, also their national record, also this.
Ooh, okay, but then what's the difference between a world record and an Olympic record? It's just
Olympic
not
record,
done in the Olympics.
Yeah, exactly.
Olympic but then that's the thing, because then maybe someone got a PB while they were smurfing against like 2-year-old kids and they won in like 9 seconds. But in the Olympics, you know what I mean? So maybe they get a 9.8 outside of the Olympics while doing heats against like nobodies. And they just have a life run. And then in the Olympics, they do like a 9.9. And it's the world record. It's the Olympic record. No, it wouldn't be the world record, but it would be the Olympic record, but it wouldn't be their personal best.
I'm pretty sure when Usain Bolt like had that Olympic record in, I would say 2008, maybe. No, that's gonna be 2008, 2012. Wait,
it might be. No, 2008 would mean I was 5, and I think I remember watching.
2012. 2012 was in London, I think.
I think it was 2012.
2016 was
Beijing.
No, Beijing was 2008, I think. It was before London. 2012. I was UK, London. 2016. What came after London? Paris was 2024. 2020 was.
It was in 2016. I think it was 2012. At least I think the one that I watched on the small television where I saw Usain Bolt run, and I think with Johan Blake, was 2012. I don't know if this is the one.
Then
where
2012 is maybe Beijing, and then 2016 is London.
No, 2012 is London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when he got the record, he must have also had his seasonal best and his personal best. So then he would have get like all those accolades.
Why does that mean he got his PB?
Because that was the fastest run ever ran.
What if he ran 100 meters?
In the park.
What if he ran 100 meters
away from the cops?
That's what I was gonna say. But if he ran 100 meters to get some food, right?
Some food,
and he did it in 5 seconds flat. You know,
5 seconds.
Like we don't know.
Yeah, but it's not recorded, probably.
Yeah, so but it's his personal best.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Just like. Apply to a race and like, so what's your personal best? 4 seconds. What? Yeah, 4 seconds. So you have any like fucking data of this?
Yeah, that guy over there.
Yeah. That guy over there. You just pointed at no one.
Just pointed some like guy like just standing like this.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that too many times.
Then you go to him and then he tells you to go. Yeah, go with that guy. You just send them on a wild goose chase. I'm pretty sure this is what happens all the time with like online stuff.
In Russia, probably.
What do you mean?
Like, yeah, I got checked by on like all drugs and doping. You can ask that guy and then just do like the whole circle and say the same.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say just in Russia, probably fucking everywhere, you know.
Yeah,
but I think this happens.
I was talking about the whole like drug control thing in Russia that was happening like for a long time.
It's like a trust me, I know Boris. And then you go to Boris, and it's like, trust me, Dima did it. And then you go to Dima, and then you, yeah. But this happens apparently. I think this happens online all the time. But like for example, apparently, you know, when you send an email to fucking
for anyone who's listening on audio only, I have my bowl of oatmeal next to me because this is my breakfast still, and I was just like caressingly,
he's
like,
glooping it.
I was stroking my oatmeal. Okay, continue.
Yeah, you know when you send an email to support or something like this, right?
Yeah.
Especially like when it's something with college or something like this. Normally, apparently, what happens is you send it to support, then they send an email to someone else, who sends an email to someone else, who asks someone, and then it's like a chain, you know.
Yeah.
Which is not the same thing now that I think about it.
Actually, but, I have this with the company that we like, the distributor for all our like groceries at the restaurant. They basically have their like service desk. Hanos, yeah. I didn't want to name it.
Or Sligro, what's that? Is that how you say it?
No, that's the other one, yeah. No, we don't have that one.
Yeah, but how do you say it?
Sligro.
Sligro,
yeah. So basically, they have a service desk, and then they have like all their departments, like meat, fish,
you told me.
Whatever, beverages and stuff like that. And every time I call them, like, oh yeah, no, this is something for the meat section. I'll that sounds crazy, by the way. I'll redirect you with the meat section.
And then they redirect you to the beef, and then they redirect you to the cow or something.
And then one time I was like, can you not just give me a phone number for the specific person that I need? Like, no, that's not how it works. Or else those people
just looking at the person who's sitting next to them, who you have to talk to, like, hello to this guy.
Just like this. I'll redirect you to the next person. That's for you. It's just hand it over to the next person.
Can you not give me his number and wait to get in contact with him? Nah.
He's like, don't.
He's like, no.
Fucking break. No, but then the people at the service desk would not have a job anymore. So.
What do you mean?
I think that's literally the only thing they do: redirect people.
Yeah.
So. They're just the in-between man, the middleman.
It's true. They're just the plug, basically.
Should we get into generating the words? And while Marco generates his word, this is where I tell you guys about our YouTube channel. You can follow us, subscribe, I think it's called, on YouTube. And you can ring the bell to get notified whenever we upload. Normally on Wednesday, 12 p.m. But yeah, let's be honest. We don't really...
Don't scroll up.
Okay. We also have a TikTok and Instagram where you can follow us and you can like our shorts. And then we have a Spotify where we upload as well.
Wait a minute. What are you doing? Where's the accent, huh?
No, I'm too tired for an accent. I'm doing a tired man's voice.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sick and tired of doing the plug.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. And the Spotify, you can rate 5 stars after listening an entire episode. And you can also like the podcast, I think, right away. So you can already do that right now. Wow. Let me get some oatmeal.
The one that's just above is not your word. I clicked it and I was like,
the fuck?
I pasted in the prompt, but then I clicked go for you.
Ah, okay.
And then I was like, oh shit. But I already saw it, so the one above you the one above you is no one's.
Give me a second.
How do I use this word in a sentence in a strategical game?
Wait, say it again, so again.
How do I use this? How do I win in saying this word in three sentences over someone who has the word two words ago that you just generated?
Wait, let me. Could you close your eyes so I can make him do text to speech so he can tell me?
Close my eyes so you can do text to speech.
God damn, bro. Okay, guys, I'm on 5 hours of sleep. Cut me some slack.
Okay, eat your oatmeal, boy.
Yeah. Wait, what was it again? Sure.
Yeah.
Bro, your phone has been going through it. Oh, shit. What the hell? Holy shit.
I actually kind of like it like this. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, like now all it's cracked?
No. No, like the button like this. Instead of a clanky ass button here, it's just kind of like it's like embedded in it.
You know what I did last night? I when I actually went to bed, I plugged plugged my charger in my phone, and then I noticed it wasn't like clicking. It was like just sitting there, and it was like not charging, and then it was charging, not charging, not charging. So I stood up, I grabbed a toothpick, and I cleaned the the
classic.
charging hole, and like so much fucking dust came out of the
I've
thing.
been doing this, but like a suspicious amount of nothing has been coming out.
Really?
Yeah, and I feel like I must be, I don't know, just not getting it out or something, or maybe it's just more difficult to get out.
Because for me, it's like literally like clouds of like gray goo that come out of it, and now it actually clicks again. it's what I'm eating right now. The gray goo.
oatmeal.
It's oatmeal.
I think it's got something to do with the fact that I dip my phone in oatmeal. No, that can't be it. But no, because at the moment, for me charging my phone, I have to like balance it on a precipice, so that the thing is like the charger is like this or like this or something.
Yeah, it has to be on a 36
And
degree angle.
yeah, normally this means that I need to like clean out the charging port. But
Yeah.
I have done this and it hasn't done anything. So
Hmm.
I'm also always a bit paranoid of doing this because if you use something metal, it like scratches.
Yeah, but I use a wooden toothpick.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
You can get one of mine.
Nice.
Just get up and
And
just
just walk home.
no, but I fucking used to hate it when I had those phones, and for some reason it always happened with like a Samsung or and back in the day I also had a BlackBerry, and I would have to like wrap the cord around my phone for it to charge. How the fuck? Who should never be
I
the
think it's
fucking
because it
solution.
like tightens it. No.
No, but like literally like it pushed it like at like the whatever 45-degree angle, so it would actually charge.
I
But like
swear, like people become like structural engineers
Yeah,
as soon
yeah,
as
yeah.
you need to charge your phone.
also sometimes because the cord was too short, I had to like wrap it up. So then I couldn't really place it down anymore. So I had to like balance it up on top of the power outlet basically.
You were one of those.
Yeah.
I always found people who put their phone on top of the plug are like psychos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I never got it because it always felt like it was so close to falling off. Especially if you have like a charger that's on the wall like that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, it's like kind of like here, and you just plug it in and balance your phone there.
Yeah, that's what I sometimes had to do with my
Bro.
phone. Yeah. But then also my phone has like
Is it just because there's no table nearby? Or
but if I had to wrap it around my phone, I wouldn't have any, you know. So I didn't have like a standing
But
table.
surely you're
specifically for it.
spending like 10 minutes there, like for
No, but
wrapping it
most
and,
of my
like,
phones
balancing
always
it.
had like there's like rubber cases, so then it
Yeah.
would not fall because it like
Oh, it like grips the wall.
grips the wall. Yeah, it's like a chameleon on the wall. Like,
Except it's a phone.
yeah, except it's just a phone.
What if you get a chameleon as a case?
Actually, you can.
Where are you going?
No. There are cases that have those like suction knobs on the back of the.
Knobs.
They're called knobs, no?
Oh, knobs. Oh, okay.
What did you think?
Nub.
Knob.
N-U-B.
No, N-O-B. No,
N.
fuck, wait. K-N-O-B?
Yeah.
There you go.
But also, no, this isn't the right word. A knob is like something you turn, like the volume
Suction.
cup.
Is it a cup?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Actually?
That doesn't make any sense.
No. But also,
That's
it
that's
wouldn't
what it's
stick to a
called,
wall,
yeah.
right?
A suction cup.
Yeah.
It depends on the wall. Like, I don't know if anyone relates, but in IKEA, they sell like these hooks with
Yeah.
suction cups that you can put on the wall.
But those are for like tiled walls in the bathroom.
Exactly.
sometimes.
Yeah, but yeah, they don't work on some surfaces basically. They
Hmm.
wouldn't work on these ones, I don't think.
No, for sure not. They're
No.
No, this is just cement.
Cement.
I don't know what the fuck is. Actually, I don't know. If people would ask me like, what kind of building material is this wall? No clue. It's bricks, but then like there's like plaster over it, right?
No, but this is like this no.
Welcome to the construction zone podcast. Brody.
Jesus Christ.
Mi amore.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey. Be nice.
Sorry.
No. But this is like a relatively new building, right? As evidenced by the architect, who's very proud of it, right?
Yeah. Who's a 15-year-old.
Very proud of this monolith.
Who built this on The Sims or something like that. God damn.
It's like a fucking Minecraft
I think this was
house,
30
bro.
years old, right?
Something like
He
this.
said 30, 35-ish.
Yeah, I don't think it's brick, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. I have no idea what it is. Okay, maybe I just put it on
Do
silent.
not deserve.
Yeah, maybe I just... Like, is it cement? No, they don't use wall. They don't use cement to make this.
I think normally...
Drywall is the thing they have in America.
And wood as well there.
Yeah.
They have like wood and drywall that they build everything
And then
out
they
of
just
wood.
have holes in it? No.
Like American houses, if you see how they're built, they're built so fast, and it's just all wood, and you see all those like builds like with those nailing guns, like ding 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 ding
Bro.
ding 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 ding. It's like
It's a fucking nail gun to make a house.
yeah, literally.
Damn.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know, buddy. It's not. No.
I'm pretty sure it's like
Concrete?
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
But isn't concrete also the stuff that they put on the floor, so it's like super heavy? Like on like outsides, like to get like
Isn't that tarmac?
No. That's like on roads.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have like just like a flat, you need a flat surface. They pour concrete, right? Also, the fundament of a house is normally concrete. I think.
Fundament?
What?
Foundations.
Foundation. Oh yeah, in Dutch we say fundament. So I was just.
You're
know,
just giving it a go.
I do this all the time.
No, my girlfriend does it as well. It's like sometimes you're like, you know what, I'm feeling lucky. I don't know what the word is in English, so I'll just say it.
I cannot find my mobilar.
I'll just say it in an English accent and hope for the best. Because sometimes it's pretty close. It's actually quite.
I can't find my caro.
Quite impressive.
I love when I get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Back to the woods we go.
Moving away from the construction words podcast.
You had a topic?
Yeah, actually. I watched a movie maybe a week or so, or maybe a bit longer ago, which I thought was really nice. It was called Minari. It was about this Korean family who moved to America, basically.
Oh, I thought it was like an Irish thing or something, or like Scottish. Minari.
No, it sounds pretty Asian, no?
Depending on like how you pronounce it. Minari.
Really?
Minari.
Yeah, but then it would be my Nari.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like my narrator or something like that, like short.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, without spoiling it, there was a couple
The woman dies. The woman in the movie dies.
Anyway, moving on to the next movie, without spoiling it, they all die. Anyway.
Oh, shit.
Go through all of them.
The apes take over the world.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. That's
It's actually a good ass movie.
But no, fuck it. I hate those movies.
Really?
The first one was good, okay, but the second and the
Actually,
third
no,
one...
sorry, it's not a good movie. But when I was a kid, I remember liking it because it was funny.
This could also be a good game, like spoil the plot and
Spoil the movie.
spoil the plot, and then you have to guess which movie it is.
Actually, yeah, you like reverse engineer the...
Yeah. Okay, wait, do your thing, and then maybe we play this game afterwards.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
He's revving.
Oh yeah, right. And then. Okay.
Oh, you were looking at me like you thought that was a murder. Whoa.
Are you okay? Anyway, let me say it. Okay, so there was a couple of things they said in the movie which
This is about Minari.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minari. Yeah, okay, when you say it like this. Which I thought were quite interesting. No, I need to remember. I remember one of them, but I can't remember the other. Anyway, one of them, basically, they moved to America, and the parents worked in like a facility where you need to sort chickens or chicks, like baby chickens, right? And you need to sort them based on whether they're male or female. Okay.
Okay.
because they keep the female ones because they can lay eggs, which are unfertilized, and then you can sell them, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the male ones, they just basically in the movie you find out, well, it's a very small part of the movie, but they get killed basically. They just like burn them.
The guys, or
the male chicks, yeah, they just
Yeah.
kill them basically. And there's a kid.
cocks is what they like to call them as well, right?
This is when they're older, I think. Yeah. Anyway, and the kid is asking, because the kid sees this chimney with this smoke coming out, and the kid's like, "What's going on in there?" And then the dad's like, "Yeah, this is them incinerating male chickens." And then he was saying, like, they keep the female ones because they can lay eggs, but the male ones are useless, right? And then he turns this and he says, "That's why we need to work hard, because they're both men, basically, right?"
Okay. What country is this?
This is Korean
Okay.
in America, right?
Okay.
And I thought this was quite interesting, actually. And I remember another part of it now. But because for me, it's very easily connected with purpose, but also like responsibility. Not really, but this kind of trend, like strictly evolutionarily, right? The females are there to reproduce, right?
Yeah.
And they're there to look after their kin and to basically bring new ones into the world, right? And then evolutionarily speaking, the males are supposed to make this possible, right? And also to take care of them, right? But then, like, for me, what this movie is saying is that if the guys need to work hard because they need to be able to take care of them, right? Now, in the modern world, this basically means they need to make money, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. And this is also interesting because this was something that, where are we? I don't know. Anyway, so
Anyway.
we're checking the battery. It's gonna be a close one.
Yeah.
But in the modern world, this is money, right? And this was interesting because this was actually something I was talking about with my girlfriend, and we were saying like, my point of view is that, yeah, obviously men and women have different responsibilities, and strictly evolutionary speaking, purposes are either to give birth to kids or to provide, right? And with female chicks in this example, they are able to have kids kind of regardless. Of course, some won't be able to because they're infertile or something, right? But the men need to work hard in order to be able to serve their purpose. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? So this is basically what I was thinking about. I thought it was an interesting example because in this movie, what they're basically saying is that if the guy isn't able to provide for his family, he's useless, basically.
Yeah.
Right? Which means they need to be able to work hard and to provide for his family monetarily, also in other ways, but let's focus on the money at the moment, right? And then this connects with another thing that I thought about, and I think it's an interesting take, and it's that I think guys love to sacrifice themselves, right? Like they love to take on this role of like a martyr,
Yeah.
you know, right? Or
As
like,
in, like, they are the one that works the hardest for the
yeah,
family.
like I feel like guys are very willing to accept the fact that they have to suffer in order for other people to.
So in the
benefit.
weekend, they can sit on the couch and fall asleep and say like, "Hey, I've been working all week. I've been working all week flipping burgers. What you want me to do? Also be alive in the weekend,
Exactly.
Betty, or whatever they call the wife."
Paddy.
Short
the
for
burgers.
short. Yeah,
This guy's
basically.
just married to a fucking burger.
He's
patty.
married to a burger.
Anyway, so yeah, I feel like guys are very quick to say, "Oh, you know what? Like, it's worth me suffering in order to provide for my family or whatever it is, my loved ones, my friends, right?" And then I connected this with like, I feel like if guys feel like they don't have anyone that they can provide for, right? So, for example, this would be a guy who's unable to find a girl or
Their
another
chicken.
guy, maybe, whatever, right? Then the classic thing is that I would feel like they would try to find a way to provide for something else in a way that they are working or giving themselves, or almost like sacrificing their own well-being
Like a dog.
for something else. And then I would connect this
Or a Twitch stream.
to the
The
army.
Oh, sure.
Right.
The moderators for a Twitch
A
stream.
dog or a Twitch stream? What?
Yeah, the moderators for a Twitch stream.
Nah, moderators for a Twitch stream need to
crazy.
seek help. But yeah, so I feel like if people don't see, like, I feel like if guys feel like they're unable to fulfill their purpose of providing for someone, whether it's because they're not able to work or they don't feel able to work enough to earn enough money for their existing partner, or they can't find a partner, whatever, then they turn to something else that they feel like they can provide to through the army. Would be an example, in my opinion, because the guys feel like they don't have anyone to provide for, so they want to provide for their country. And the way that they feel like they can do this is by basically giving of themselves for their country. Do you get what I mean? Because they don't have a family to do it for. You know what I mean?
So guys, if you're listening right now and you're single, please go in the army. We need you guys.
This is not an army recruitment podcast, I swear.
This is the longest army recruitment I've ever heard. Normally they're like super like, are you strong? Are you a tough man? Would you like to provide for the country? Join the army.
No, it all starts with baby chickens.
Yeah, it does start with baby chickens.
No, but I thought this was interesting because I think at least I feel like we can see it quite a lot in in earlier generations, because it's the easiest example we have of fathers or guys who just work their ass off their whole life for their family.
Yeah.
And of course they do it because they love their family, right? And of course their family love them because of them being themselves and because they did it as well, you know? But then I think it's interesting to think for a moment, like, why do guys feel or are so ready to accept the fact that they are lower on the priority list, basically?
But then what I I see this happen very often with like those kind of dads, is that they create like some sort of distance with their family.
Yeah, because they work so hard.
Yeah, that they're not so attached with their family, and like they don't understand his life, and the kids aren't as hardworking as he is.
Yeah, because he's worked so hard, so he provides everything for them, and they don't have to get anything for themselves. Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, where's the healthy balance in there? You know.
True.
And then also nowadays, obviously, women are also capable of having the leading roles in families or whatever.
But then I think this fucks up this balance that I'm talking about.
This fucks it up a bit. And also, if you have those women in like high roles and stuff like that, if they still have like dreams of becoming a mother, all of a sudden they're like out of the game for like what, 4 months, 5 months, and some. I think in Germany, women are
having less kids.
Huh?
Having less kids?
No. Are able to have like an half a year or maybe 9 months off due to pregnancy. Yeah. Which I think my sister, she was telling me that like some weeks before.
I thought this was everywhere. No.
I don't think it's that long everywhere. I'm pretty sure my sister in total will have like 4 or 5 months off. Which, like, imagine if you're in like such a high role as like a fucking CEO.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah, and I think that's also a reason why people are like kind of like, is it reticent of like or like more hesitant of like what's it's not signing, it's not the word. No, hiring. Wow. Hiring these kind of people, bro. Shut the fuck up. Like women for like higher roles, right?
So you think people are more reluctant to hire people for these roles because of this, basically?
Yeah, they'll basically, or imagine like needing someone for this position, and you have this woman who's like perfectly, the perfect candidate, basically, and then you have to ask like, would you like to have kids? That's
yeah.
That's a big. Yeah, I think there's a movie about this. I've seen it before. Like one of those like CEOs of company, and then she wants to get pregnant, and she literally brings the kid to the fucking office, like almost like 2 weeks after giving birth.
Jesus. I mean, yeah, this is the thing. It's very interesting to me because obviously we have these evolutionary purpose things of females giving birth and guys providing, but this is all thrown up in the air with stuff that's happening now, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting to think about what this could mean, because maybe there's a way around it, I don't know, but
I think the only way around it is giving guys.
don't go into this take. I swear to fucking God.
I don't see any other way of doing this.
All right, say it. Go on, say it with
Giving
chest.
giving guys a uterus will solve this problem because then guys can give birth too, and then women can be the leading roles in the family as well.
Being feminist pilled.
I'm pro wives, pro female, pro women.
Pro 10 wives that I have.
Yeah, but because like biologically, there's you cannot change this. Like women have the uterus, women are the one that should be giving birth, but then they're also out of the game for so long.
Yeah.
So then,
I mean, I'm sure there's ways you could do it, and I'm sure there are ways that people do it, and I'm sure there are ways that people do it that works for them. So fair enough, And in the end, that's what matters, right?
I don't trust this.
You don't trust it?
No, I don't trust it.
You think it's gonna die on like 2%?
No, I think it'll see 6% and then just like jump like. Sweet.
Yeah, this happens.
I fucking hate that. So yeah, if you're a CEO of a company and you're a woman and you're listening to the Hours podcast and you're giving birth soon or still want to give birth, please tell us.
There's
how
a lot
do
of
you do
criteria.
Yeah. Imagine you're sitting at home like, I'm a CEO, I'm a woman, I'm listening to the podcast, but I don't want to give birth. Never mind then.
Sorry.
Fuck it.
Yeah, we don't want you.
Yeah, just like let us know, how do you do it? How are you planning on doing it? Can we help you with anything except for money? Because we also need our money. Just let us know how are you planning on doing this? Very interested to see.
What are you fishing for?
No, I just the Germans are coming.
The Germans.
This is the thing that I always do.
Yeah.
I wonder if it picks up the audio.
There's a air raid siren going off.
If we're quiet enough, you probably hear it. Yeah, you definitely hear it.
You think so?
Yeah.
You saw the little
bump,
little bubbles.
Yeah. So basically, every first Monday of the month, they'll let off this alarm, and it's basically a test to see if the alarm still works.
We also get a test on our phone as well, right?
Yeah. Your phone starts like literally like this. It's so fucking frightening when you're like.
And then it's like, this is an emergency protocol. You are all gonna die. This is just a drill.
This is just a drill.
They say that at the very end, of course, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know how I will respond if this alarm ever goes off on a day that it's other day than like the first Monday of the month.
I didn't even know it was on the first Monday of the month.
No, well, now you know. It's just to test the alarm to see if it still works. But imagine like it's a Friday and you hear this alarm. My first reaction will be, "Oh, the Germans are coming." Like, oh, fuck! The Germans are coming.
Wait, what day is it today? I don't know. What day is it today?
What day is it today? This reminds me of Lost for some reason. Have you ever seen the show Lost?
No, I've heard a lot about it.
It's such a show for you, bro. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, it's not supposed to be funny, but like because they make so many like, it's because it's such an old movie and they did it with such a low budget. And actually,
these are always the good ones, I swear, because they have to put more effort into it.
For the time of age and like their budget, it was a great fucking show for 4 seasons. And then they went on for I think in the end they had like 6 or 7 seasons.
Yeah.
And it's actually to tell the premise a bit. It's basically about a flight that got missing on the radar.
Mm-hmm.
And it
crash landed.
It crashed on an island,
mm-hmm.
and in the real world, so I think in a different universe, it was reported that the people were found all dead, but on the island for some reason, some of them, most of them, are still alive.
Okay.
And they tried to survive there, and then they found that there's other stuff on the island as well, and then they found like a bunker in the island. They found other people on the island who were already there before. There's one season where they do like flashbacks so you can get more info on
They really milked it, huh?
yeah, character development. And also one season has flash forwards.
They really milked it.
Yeah. And then to start it all, to finish it all off, somewhere in the end of the season they'll have a polar bear there.
Polar bear.
Yeah, on an island. That's
Wow.
that was like now in the scene of like directing, it's like its own thing. Like let's just put a polar bear there. That's basically because of the show. They now say like if they don't know what to do, it's just like just put a polar bear there. Yeah, because literally the show was like, we're doing so well, we want to keep producing this stuff because I mean it makes money. We have no clue what to do because we basically started, at least we stopped writing the script after season 3, for instance.
This makes so they're just reluctant to actually write the script for a show that they're making.
Yeah, and
Okay, buddy.
and yeah, well,
Damn.
but I mean, I still watched it, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
It was a quite funny show. I think it was one of the first shows that I actually watched.
Like the full thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like these desert island ones have always a tendency to get a bit like stale after a while.
Yeah, but it's not this. It's well, it's
You
not.
know what I mean?
Greece,
Like just trapped on an island thing.
Yeah. But they
It's
try
like
to
the-
escape as well, and I think one. Of
Oh
them
yeah,
gets
but it
really
never
far-
works.
far. But like they find out that like the island, you cannot escape the island basically.
Well, because there's some magical current which
Something,
doesn't allow them
yeah,
to.
some
Yeah,
bullshit going
classic.
on.
I feel like this is like
Um,
one of the trends. It was like it went desert island for a while, and then it was zombies for a while.
Yeah.
Then there's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
battle royale.
Yeah. By the way, your word is reluctant, so
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. You said it
Just call
twice.
me out like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, the zombie apocalypse thing also was a big thing. What else was a trend in like shows? Well, I think we already talked about this a bit, like dystopian society kind of shows and movies.
Oh
were
yeah,
a big
like
thing.
robots as well.
No, more-
Robots was a trend.
I would. Yeah, robots was a trend
Like
as well. but
AI.
when I
stuff.
talk about like dystopian society, I mean more like not really a digital future, but more like a future where just everything like died and stuff like that, like nuclear bombs. that kind of shit.
Nuclear. Yeah, this was also one. Also war. The amount of World War movies.
Yeah.
It always has a resurgence. It had a bit of a resurgence recently. There was loads of Nazi movies.
Resurgence.
I didn't see. I wasn't aware of it. Yeah, you've already lost, buddy. You don't have to keep it.
Yeah. Actually, he has 2 words this episode, and I don't have one.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we try the spoil the plot game?
Oh yeah. So wait. Oh no, but we were talking about this on the podcast. Yeah, sorry.
This actually happened like 20 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
but remember, I also had an idea before the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we can try this, but then it
Let's
has to be a movie that's well known enough.
Yeah, well that's
That
hard.
the other person will know.
Yeah, of course you're not gonna do the fucking Minari and the fucking
Minari.
Minari. Let's see if I
Um,
can come up with a movie that quick in my head.
It still has to be vague as well.
Yeah, right.
Let me think.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. Okay, so the main character finds out that the digital world is not all.
Matrix?
No, not too fast, not too fast.
Is it the Matrix?
No,
Okay.
that the digital world that he like wanted to be in isn't all that good as he thought it would be, and then also the person in the digital movie escapes. Basically, it's very vague. It'll help you if I tell you we both watched this movie.
Minecraft movie?
The Minecraft movie.
Bro, that's a crazy shout.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think of one. I feel like this is going to take me ages, though. Let me think. Because it also needs to be like.
Try to be like fake.
Yeah, because I feel like the theme already is so like okay. A robot which helps deal with the after effects of dystopian society finds life on the planet which was thought to have no life. And then, yeah, that might be enough.
Is it a cartoon or animation?
Animation.
Wall-E?
Yeah.
Crazy. When you said like a robot that.
I couldn't say cleans trash, but
yeah. Damn, that's funny. I think I have one. The two main characters are, I think, one of them more in particular. They basically start being more reticent about their job, the thing they do.
There's what?
Their job, the basically the job that they do, and because they kind of fall in love with one of their clients.
But they start being what about their job?
Reticent.
You've said this word before, but it isn't a word.
Is it not?
No. And this is your word.
Ooh.
So.
But how would you say it then?
What is
reticent? It? I think isn't it reticent?
No.
Okay,
reticent, definitely not. Anyway, is your word reticent?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, you said it before, and I was like, "What the fuck is this word?"
Oh.
Reticent.
I mean, ChatGPT gave it to me. Reticent.
Did you leave it open?
No, I got rid of it. But we can look it up later. We both didn't win, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so they basically they are going a bit against their job because they fall in love with one of their clients, and then they switch the whole motive and purpose of their company, even though they just worked for it. So they two of them work for a company with like a specific function role.
Yeah.
And they're really good at it, but they fall in love with this one client.
So both of them?
No, I think one of them in particular. And then they both change basically the purpose of the job.
I don't think I know this. Is it a big movie?
It's a big movie.
Will I have watched it?
I fucking hope you will. It's an animation movie. They also have one movie where I think it's back in the past, and they study for this specific role. They go to university.
Okay. So the company, is it a law company?
It's an animation movie, so it's not that serious. No, it's a company that generates, I think, energy by doing something. Well, not usual, not very unusual.
What the fuck?
And then there's one movie where they go back in the past to where they were young and they had to go to school to study this kind of stuff, I guess.
I don't think I know this movie.
Holy shit. You know this movie.
I know the movie?
Yeah, 100%. Ask me one more question. Maybe you get it. Let's think. Is there anything else? They also have a arch nemesis in the movie that they know from college, I think, and he's also really good at
it's animated.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's also really good at his job.
Is it animated humans or are they other species?
No, these are not humans. That's why they're so good at their job.
They're robots?
No.
I don't think I know this movie.
No, I cannot. And they during work, I was doing this voice of one of the teachers.
Wait! Monsters Inc.
Oh, let's fucking go!
Oh, damn.
That was vague enough,
when
right?
you said two main characters, for some reason I thought of
Mike Wazowski.
I thought of like a couple.
No, it was Mike Wazowski and Sully.
They fell in love with.
They fell in love with what? Boo?
Yeah.
And then they changed the whole.
They don't fall in love with Boo.
They do. Like one of them falls in love. Yeah, well, they love her as a kid.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And
The
then they
description was fine. I just
And then
didn't
they
get it,
changed
yeah.
the whole like purpose of their company, right?
Yeah, this fucks.
Yeah, that's and they go to college. they have a movie, Monsters in College,
I didn't
or
know.
like high school, something. And that's where they have the scene of Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah, because they do like a roll call or something like that.
Oh. The more you know.
Yeah, I think we hit our time, didn't we?
Yeah.
So another one of those episodes. I think this is actually following the
Did
same.
you use it twice, right?
Yeah, I think at one point because we were saying
So it's like
RETICENT. TICENT.
reticent.
Reticent? I thought it was
Fuck. I've never even heard
it's
of
like
it.
it's basically like a little more like reserved kind of, as we say, maybe. That's what it gave me, at least.
Maybe it is a word. Anyway, we'll see.
So yeah, but what I was saying is like it's falling in the same line as how we started. Like we started with a win by me, and I think we had a lot of like draws, and so now we have
It's
another
a draw at the moment as well in the overall score, right? Isn't it?
No,
5-5?
I'm up.
Oh, you're up
6-5.
one.
Yeah. So it's 6-5 for me. Sadly, a draw. At least we used our words.
Yeah, true.
You try coming up with words and using them 3 times in a sentence.
Yeah, while also trying to think of other R words to say.
Yeah, and also trying to get the other guy out.
Yeah.
So
while also trying to talk about an interesting topic.
while also trying to make it funny. And coming up with like crazy game ideas. It's a
Stretch, yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching and listening to this episode. Follow us on YouTube, ring the bell to get notified, go to Instagram, TikTok, follow us there, like every short, and then go to Spotify, where you can rate our 5 stars after listening to the entire episode, and you can like the podcast. See you guys. Bye bye.